Hey, so I'm glad to see you back, Aquarius. You know what I mean? And as you can see, I got my turban and crown on. I'm getting back right again. You know what I mean? You know how I am. You know what I mean? I be messing up sometimes, doing shit that I shouldn't be doing. But you know, I've been sparring. I've been putting the work in, sparring with these. About to show you. I got these MMA sparring gloves. I've been putting in work with this shit and the MMA gloves and shit. I've been putting in work with these gloves, these MMA sparring gloves. Me and my friend, we around the same weight as me. You know what I mean? We've been sparring. But this video go out to Aquarius Sun because I've been meant to make a video. I ain't make a video like in a year, like in a whole entire year. But I seen that Aquarius Sun started making videos again, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to acknowledge more of what I know of him. So I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure like I'm 95% correct when I say this. Aquarius Sun Bay, Ezekiel, the angel Ezekiel. I told a couple of people on Instagram. I think he's Ezekiel. Well, people that I linked up with and shit. He's Ezekiel the angel. I mean, I don't know when he gonna reveal that to you or tell you, but I didn't actually seen him come in person, like, and like he came to me in person. Well, not came to me, but like came on the scene, and because I used to be able to see through the illusion of the third dimension, so I was kind of able to see into the spirit world somewhat, like a little bit. But he came to me, and like he had like his wings was his he like it was like he was big and tall, and his wings was like I can't remember how they looked exactly, but his wings was like long and shit, like it could take up a whole entire like a whole entire room, and it was like made out of like his I think it was fire in his chest, and then like he was made, it looked like he was made out of melanin and fire at the same time, like it was fire in his wings and fire in his chest at the same time. So yeah, like he's Ezekiel. I'm pretty sure he's Ezekiel. He's an angel, and I'm pretty sure he's Ezekiel. You know what I mean? Remember he said, "I am the hand, I am the light." So yeah, he got an angel that's big and tall, but got big ass wings, but like he made out of like wood and fire. I think that's what I remember, man. It's like he made out of like fire in his chest. He got fire in his chest, and he got like fire on his wings, I think. Yeah, that's how his his angelic form looked. So Aquarius Sun, I'm glad that you posting your old videos, because now I mean I've been through this, and he knows that I know this too. You know what I mean? Especially because he can sense energy. Yeah, all the shit that he was talking about in his old videos, and all the shit that 13 was talking about in his old videos. You know what I mean? Like, um, like all that shit that he was talking about in 2014 and 2015. That shit is happening. It's about to start happening now because it's after 2020, and 2020 is the real 2012. You know, so 2020 is the real end of the world, really beginning of the end of the world. You know what I mean? And I was told, remember, I don't like to bring them up, but the D word, DEMONS, by them, the ones that, I mean, like I ran into and had, I mean, situations where they told me that 2020 to 2024 is the real end of the world. You feel me? Like that, and then RFG even said it, like the guy RFG Chosen One, he said it in a video a couple of months ago that 2020 to 2024 is the real 2012. You know what I mean? So the end of the world is gonna happen from 2020 to 2024. You feel me? So my question to you, Aquarius Sun, is this: like, yeah, post like you should post all your old videos back on your regular YouTube channel. That and how do you? Okay, I'm starting to sun gaze more now, and I meditate. I do deep meditation, and I'm about to start planting my feet when it get warmer outside. And I'm spar. You know, I mean, I wear a mouthpiece, and I spar with MMA gloves and MMA sparring gloves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I go pretty. I go 100% with the MMA sparring gloves because that's more protection. But the regular MMA gloves, I was like going like 80%, but I'm thinking about going near 100%, like 90% or something. But just it's gonna make sure I have my mouthpiece and have someone around my size. But in other countries, people be sparring bare knuckle and shit. So I mean, I just want your take on that. Like, do you think I should do it, like this spar bare knuckle if I find someone that's willing to, or just stick with the MMA gloves? Um, you don't have to answer that question if you want to. That, and I was gonna say, can you post that old video that you made about demons? Post that video on your YouTube channel, cause all the shit, cause you know all the shit that I've been through with them, like um and then post an old video you made about angels, and post the old video that you did about demons. Post them on your YouTube channel, and I want to send it to a couple of my friends, like so they can see I'm making a video, so they can see my mom, so they can see like everything that I've been through, so they can see and experience that for themselves. You feel me? So like, yeah, like, and then I'm gonna save it to my phone too, cause I just rewatch it and just compare. Cause back then I wasn't like having like, before when you made them videos about angels and demons, I wasn't really having experiences with them. But what I mean, in the years coming, I was starting to have experiences with them, and it was just like, what I mean, I was, what I mean, I've been through a lot with them. You know that though, and a couple other people know that. You know what I mean. I don't really speak too much about the D word no more, you know what I mean? But this posted video that you made about demons, so I could watch that video again, and post a video that you made about angels, post it on your YouTube channel. And how do I activate my DNA? Okay, because he knows what happened to me is that I was messing up, and long story short, I used to have abilities, and I got my abilities stripped or taken from me. You know what I mean? Amir B got his abilities taken and stripped from him. That's my Instagram, Amir B. I don't know if you got an Instagram, but whoever got an Instagram, follow me. No cats, no spaces. AHMIER and then B. AHMIER B. Amir B. Follow me on Instagram. Whoever want to follow me. But and if you spiritual, especially too. You know what I mean? But yeah, like um. How do I'm sun gazing and I'm meditating by the trees now, because the weather was nice today. It's starting to warm up now, and I'm doing deep meditation. I'm eating healthy still. You know what I mean? Drinking my alkalizing water. But how do you activate your DNA besides sun gazing and meditation? Because somebody told me, I think 13 told me that every time you do deep meditation, the more you do deep meditation, the more you start to activate your DNA. And the only thing I could think of that is like, the more you meditate, the deeper your consciousness, which is part of your soul, connects with your soul. And then the more that connects with your soul, the more it spreads its light on your dormant DNA, and you start to activate yourself through meditation. But all right, like that, and then sun gazing got the DNA upgrades and DNA light codes that can activate your dormant DNA and upgrade your DNA, also give you abilities too. But all right, let's say if a person like me, right, I am I am you feel me, like I got my abilities stripped from me, you feel me? So like, how I'm taking this shit more seriously now, you know what I mean? I do want to make it to heaven. I do want to make it to paradise. And I believe I got the ability to now. You know what I mean? Before, I thought it was over for me because of the deal that I made and shit. You know that too. But it wasn't even like, it was just on some kiddie shit. Like, just because I was stupid, just wanted to see what would happen if I did that deal. But we ain't going to talk about that. But that shit in the past now anyway. It wasn't even for no money or nothing. It was just like on some dumb shit just to see what was going to happen. But then I know they don't take that shit seriously. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find out how to go to, you know what I mean, paradise, you know what I mean, how to make it to heaven more, how to make it to paradise, how to make it to heaven when that rapture do happen, or at least even if I don't make the rapture, like just staying righteous and just, mastering myself, like how you say, to be able to activate abilities, psychic or superpower abilities on me. Like I got like like how, like I'm asking how me, like people like me, how can we activate our superpowers or super abilities? So like, you know what I mean, if we gotta defend ourselves and we walking down the street, like instead of fist fighting a nigga, I could just throw a energy blast or Shoryuken at them, or I mean, or the whatever is Street Fighter from Mario, the what's that shit called? That Hadouken shit. Like, I want to learn how to do that. I'm trying to learn how to teleport, all that shit. I'm trying to learn how to fight real fast. How do I learn how to do that shit? Like, or can I not do it because I got my ability stripped from me? Like, I mean, like you could tell me like if I can't do that shit no more, then fuck it, I just can't do that shit no more. Cause that's what I was thinking for a minute. But now I feel like I can still do it. I just gotta build my DNA back up from all the fucked up shit that happened to me and shit. And I do smoke weed, but I only do that. I rarely smoke weed. Like I'm about to smoke weed soon. Now I haven't smoked weed for like basically like damn near a month. And after this, you know what I mean, I'm gonna try to quit weed like either permanently or just don't do that shit again for like until like May or June or something, and then go after that go like 6 months to a year without weed. I'm really trying to go a year without weed because I know every time you smoke, it drive your body, drop your water, it can affect your chakras. And the smoke from the weed, when you burn the weed, it turns the weed poisonous, right? It lets it make the weed let out a poisonous chemical from the weed, and then it goes to your brain. The poisonous chemical goes to your brain and your bloodstream and poisons you. And when you smoke the weed, the smoke that come out of it, it attracts demons to come around you sometimes. But not only spiritually, like how I thought, actually physically also too. It can attract demons could be attracted from the smoke that come around you, and the demon could physically come up on you, and a demon can physically come up on you and try to, you know what I mean, act like they're your friend or whatever, or just you think it's a normal person, but really it's a demon, and they attracted because they attracted to you from the smoke that they coming around your body from you smoking weed. So like, I'm asking like, um, that I know that, and I know I gotta quit the weed, but I mean, how do I activate my DNA like to the point where like I could do like a fucking Hadouken or like a I got spiritual memories too of like cause I got sent to the future too, like to 2030 and 2024 because of the shit I've been through, but you know we ain't gonna bring it up. But I got memories of niggas doing like a Kaioken, like they like that Kaioken shit. That shit is from Dragon Ball Z. That shit is real. Their body turning all purple and the energy coming out like all around their body and all of their body and shit. And I got memories of niggas levitating and flying and shit, like all types of shit. So I'm asking like, how can you how can you do that shit? How can you activate your DNA enough through sun gazing and planting your feet and and doing deep meditation enough to be able to have superpowers or activate psychic abilities and then learn how to do it? You know what I mean? And then I'm about to get a weighted vest too. Well, I'm weighted vest coming, so I'm really about to get my workout on with that. You know what I mean? And I was looking at that video that you made about I was surprised. I never knew that. You said underground there the gravity chamber from Dragon Ball Z is real. Like they could control the gravity and shit. I want to train it, some shit like that, but I already know a nigga not gonna have access to that shit unless you in the Illuminati or you with the Dark Forces or some shit, or you in the military or some shit. Because unless it's either one of them three, you ain't gonna have access to some shit like that. So I'm feeling. I mean, like I'm not even worried about having no abilities when it comes to that. I'm just trying to wear a weighted vest to get more muscle mass on me, so I could, and just make my muscles stronger, just to get stronger. Push ups, sit ups, you know what I mean? Walking around with the weighted vest in my house, you know what I mean? Shadow spawn with the weighted vest in my house and shit, you know what I mean? Like that type shit. So I'm wondering, like, how do I get activate my superpowers or abilities? Like, you know what I mean? Like, can you make a video about like how do you do that? Can you show us how to do that? For someone that got the ability stripped from them, especially like can't because if nature could regrow, so that means nature can regrow anything in you, then right? Especially abilities. That nature could probably give you new abilities if you got your abilities took it from you. Because I did by you know who, the SATAN, but we ain't gonna be talking about that. So fuck that again. You know what I mean? But like, so like, yeah, how do I do it? You know what I mean? Later on, man, how do I activate myself so I have my superpowers or super abilities and shit, or the super abilities that I can do or whatever. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, a nigga used to be obsessed with power. I used to want to be the most powerful nigga on the planet and shit. But now I just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Power is power. Like, if I can't beat somebody, I just can't beat somebody. You know what it is? What the fuck it is? I'm humble. I'm more humble now. But I'm asking, like, yeah, like, how do I activate my abilities? You know what I mean? And then I remember when I did have my abilities, it was like I couldn't use that shit at will. You dig? You feel me? Like, I couldn't use that shit at will, bro. Like it will only come out of me in situations where it needed to come out of me. But for someone that's a demon or someone that's dark, it's like it do make you stronger, but it's like it's still bad because you a Satan. You know what I mean? You a demon now. Not all demons is bad, but it's still like yeah, you might not be with Satan, but it's like your energy is dark, so it's like it's bad. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be able to connect with nature like how you used to. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of demons that's dark that is bad too, but it's a lot of good demons too. Now 13, someone saying that be trying to help humans and shit. That demons that be being righteous and shit, wearing a turban and crown and everything. So what I'm saying is, how come when you turn dark, when a demon is dark, when a person turns dark, turns to a demon, you know what I mean? Like, and I learned more about that too. It was like, someone could get killed, get shot in their head or whatever, and then it's like a demon can come to them and be like, you know what I mean? You either going to become one of us or you going to stay dead. If they become one of them, they going to use their powers and shock them or bite into them and turn them into one of them, and they going to come back to life. You know what I mean? But it come with a price because you one of them now. And they get abilities too, but you still one of them now, so that should come with a price. And then people that got abilities, it's like if you can't see through the illusion, I know this a lot I'm saying, but if you got abilities, people that can't see through like into the spirit world or into like what's really going on and shit, it's like to them, if you do like a Kamehameha or Kaioken or some shit, it's gonna like to them it's gonna look like you just like you just acting weird or some shit, like you just being stupid, acting like a weirdo or some shit. You know what I mean? But we know that's not the case. So